Day 6. Examine your beliefs. Have you ever stopped yourself from doing something before anyone else had the chance to stop you? Maybe you thought, or your mind may have tricked you by saying, I'm not ready, or people like me don't get opportunities like that, I'm too old to start, I don't have the right kind of background, or I'm just not good at this. Those are all lies. Here is the uncomfortable question. What if some of the limits in your life are not facts, but believe you repeated for so long that they now feel like facts? Today, we are going to examine them. Welcome to Day 6 of Becoming Extraordinary. I'm Nimesh Kwinkle, author of Become Extraordinary in 60 Days, a practical daily playbook designed to strengthen your mindset, career, habits, and personal growth. I lead CloudPro AI, an AI and technology consulting company, along with Data to Insights AI, an agentic AI data platform helping businesses turn fragmented data into actionable intelligence. Yesterday, we talked about separating facts from the stories we create. Today, we are going one level deeper, because sometimes the same story gets repeated so many times that eventually it becomes a belief. And a belief is powerful because you stop questioning it. You simply begin living from it. The invisible rules. Think about this. A child raises their hand in class. They answer a question incorrectly. Some of the students laugh. Maybe the teacher reacts poorly. The child feels embarrassed. That is one hell of an experience. But the mind can turn that one experience into a rule. Speaking up makes me look stupid. Years later, that child becomes an adult. Now they're sitting in an important meeting. They have a great idea to tell to their peers. Their heart tells them to speak, but another voice says, don't say anything, you might embarrass yourself. So they stay quiet. Someone else says something similar 5 minutes later. Everyone loves the idea. And now the person thinks, see, people don't notice me. But here, notice what happened. The belief caused the behavior helped create the result, and the result reinforced the belief. That is how a belief can become a self-fulfilling cycle. Beliefs filter what you see. Your mind loves consistency. Once you believe something, you naturally begin noticing evidence that supports it. Imagine you believe nobody respects me, but 10 people appreciate your work. You barely notice that. But when one person interrupts you in a meeting, your mind says, there, proof.
Or maybe your belief is, I'm bad with money. You make 10 responsible financial decisions, but one impulsive purchase happens. Immediately, see, I knew it. I'm terrible with money.
That belief becomes a filter, and filters are dangerous because you can look directly at reality while only seeing the pieces that confirm what you already believe. That is bias. Where did the belief come from? Here is something important. Not every limiting belief began as something harmful. Some belief once protected you. Maybe you learned
Never depend on anyone. Perhaps there was a time when people disappointed you and independence helped you survive. Maybe you learned everything has to be perfect. Perhaps making mistakes used to bring criticism, punishment, or embarrassment. Maybe you learned keep your head down and work hard. Don't ask for too much. That may have helped you in one environment. But the question is not, was this belief ever useful? The question is this belief still useful for the person I am becoming? A rule that protected you at 15 might imprison you at 35.
an old survival strategy can quietly become a new ceiling. Career beliefs. This becomes especially important in your career. Sometimes we think the world has placed a ceiling over us, and sometimes it has. There are real obstacles, but sometimes we unknowingly help build the ceiling ourselves. You might believe, I need permission before I lead. So you wait for someone to give you a leadership title before behaving like a leader. You might believe, I'm only a technical person, so you avoid sales, communication, strategy, or leadership opportunities. You might believe networking feels fake, so you never build relationship with people who could open doors, teach you something, or help you grow. You might believe successful people know exactly what they are doing, so every time you feel uncertain, you assume you are not ready. But many people you admire are figuring things out while moving forward. Confidence does not always come before action. Very often, confidence is the evidence left behind by action. the belief audit that you need to do. Today, I want you to conduct what I call a belief audit. Take out a notebook, start with this sentence. People like me usually. Complete it 5 times. Don't overthink it. People like me usually struggle with money. People like me usually have to work twice as hard. People like me don't become executives. People like me are not good at public speaking. Or people like me don't take big risks. Whatever comes up, write it down. Then complete this sentence 5 times. To succeed, I must work constantly. I must never fail publicly. I must know everything. I must make everyone happy. I must do everything myself. Now look at your answers. Circle the beliefs that create pressure, fear, avoidance, or resignation. And ask 5 questions. Where did I learn this? What has this belief protected me from? What has this belief cost me? What evidence supports it? And most importantly, what evidence contradicts it? You are not trying to lie to yourself. If your belief is, I'm terrible at public speaking, don't replace it with, I'm the greatest speaker in the world. Your mind will reject that immediately. Instead, try, public speaking is a skill I can improve through practice. That is more believable, and more importantly, it gives you somewhere to go. Beliefs change through action. This is where many people get personal development wrong. They think changing a belief means repeating positive statements in the mirror. Affirmations can help, but behavior is much more convincing. If you want to believe, I can speak with authority, prepare one useful point, and share it in tomorrow's meeting. And if you want to believe, I can build relationship. Reach out to one person you respect. If you want to believe, I can become disciplined. Keep one small promise to yourself today. If you want to believe, I can start again. Take the first step. Your brain is constantly collecting evidence about who you are. Give it new evidence. One action might feel insignificant, but repeated actions become proof. Proof becomes confidence, and confidence eventually becomes belief. 7 minutes beyond the old rule.
Today, spend 7 minutes with one limiting belief. Close your eyes, say the belief silently. Maybe, I'm not good enough. Notice what happens in your body. Notice the memories connected to it. Notice whose voice it sounds like. Then say, this is a learned conclusion, not a permanent law. Now imagine one real situation where you behave differently. Not a fantasy, a behavior. Imagine yourself raising your hand, making the phone call, asking for the opportunity, setting the boundary, starting the business, submitting the application, speaking before you feel completely ready. Then open your eyes and take one small action.
Before you sleep tonight, ask yourself, which belief influences my decisions the most? Where did I learn it? What has it protected me from? What has it cost me? And what action can I take tomorrow that gives me new evidence? Because awareness by itself is not enough. Your life changes when awareness changes behavior. So today's extraordinary commitment is this. I examine the beliefs beneath my choices. I keep what is true and useful. I release what has expired, and I build new evidence through action. Remember this, before you sleep tonight, a belief loses some of its power the moment you can see it. Once you can name it, you can question it. Once you can question it, you can test it. And once you can test it, you may discover that the rule you have been obeying for years was never a law at all. It was simply a conclusion, and conclusions can change. I'll see you tomorrow for day 7 of Becoming Extraordinary.